What's good, Eastwood? You're listening to the one and only DJ Flavor! Thank you. No, please, ma'am. I'm only a humble DJ. Let's not get crazy here. But in all seriousness, if I can be real for a second, you guys mind if I'm real for a second? I just gotta speak my mind real quick, and I got to know, is it just me, or is the world like legit crazy right now? Listen, I can't be the only one feeling like things are getting out of hand, you know? What's going on with our country? Shoot, man, what's happening to our city? Cops, protesters, everybody out there yelling. I tell you, I ain't never seen anything like it. Listen, y'all, it's like I said, I'm just a humble DJ. I don't have the answers. But what I do have are the dopest beats and the chillest tracks in Eastwood, and I'ma keep trying to do my part to make the world a little less crazy. As always, Eastwood, keep it real and stay safe, especially if you happen to be going by City Hall tonight.
Justice for Devon!
It's chaos here in front of Eastwood City Hall as waves of protesters are flooding into Founders Park. In the aftermath of last week's tragic shooting of Devon Watson, an unarmed black man. Another in a long line of similar police shootings, protests have been steadily escalating the past several days in response. Tonight, Mayor Bigsby is set to be the deciding vote on whether the city will pursue criminal charges against the officer involved. The protesters are now converging in the park center and... Look over there, I think I see... Yes, that's Kai Banks over there leading the chant. Let's see if we can get a statement.
Justice for Devon!
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse...
No!
Excuse me, sorry, sir. I was just trying to talk to Kai.
What are you doing? Get that camera out of my face.
Amar, she's just a reporter. Let me talk to her.
Hi.
Thank you.
Apologies. Do not fault him for his passion.
I think it's fair to say you've got a lot of passionate people out here tonight.
No, ma'am. More than just passionate. Frustrated. We are sick and tired of seeing our young black men massacred by an uncaring system. How many more have to die? How many more of my brothers do I have to lose before people start listening? No more. We've had enough. We are sick of it. And we're out here because we are tired of waiting and hoping for things to change. It's time to shake this city up.
So, is this what has inspired you to come out here tonight and organize these protests and even start groups like your Wildcats organization?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Now, certainly, people have been critical of you and your rhetoric, and even your forming of the Wildcats. Some local commentators have even accused it of being anti-American or even communist. How would you respond to these accusations?
Across our history, they and their kind have always criticized black voices for speaking up. They did it with Martin. They did it with Malcolm. They did it with Fred Hampton. And now they're doing it again. They may call us every kind of evil. They may slander us. They may call us criminals. They may lie about us. But I have faith that among my brothers and sisters across Eastwood, there will be no such confusion.
And how would you respond to the criticisms of recent protests resulting in damage to local shops and businesses?
We are fighting a war for the heart of Eastwood out here. Collateral damage is unfortunate. But when words fail, I cannot help it when my people take action.
It's him. He's coming out.
Mayor Bigsby! Justice for Devon! Mayor Bigsby!
Kai, look, it's the mayor, look!
My message is simple. Where's the accountability? Where's the justice? Justice for Devon! Justice for Devon!
And there you have it, Eastwood. Kai Banks, in his own words. He has gone back into the crowd, and there seems to be a general movement of the protesters out of Founders Park and over to City Hall, where we are seeing just a wall of police officers standing arm to arm in front of the building. As we heard a moment ago, Mayor Bigsby is allegedly leaving the building for the evening, and the crowd of protesters now seem eager to hear if the mayor has anything to announce.
Stay back.
Where's the mayor?
Justice for Devon! Defund the police!
That's close enough. Everyone stay back.
Behind the wall of officers, there appears to be a car and... Yes, that's the mayor, and it looks like he's speaking with the city's chief of police, Ricardo Ramirez. Let's see if we can get a statement. Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor, I'd like to get a...
Hey, back up.
I'm with a presser. I just like a word with...
The mayor is not taking questions at this time. You need to step back.
The mayor is not taking comments at this time. We're going to move now to the other end of Main Street now, though, because it looks like... Yes, there is a new group of counter-protesters approaching City Hall. This group seems to be here as a show of support for the Eastwood PD.
Cops over criminals!
Back the blue! Back the blue!
Let's try to get a statement.
Back the blue!
Back the blue!
Save our streets!
Excuse me, miss. Can I get a statement?
What sort of statement?
I'm with the local news, and we just want to hear your perspective on the protests.
Sure. My name is Sarah West. I run a nonprofit and manage a political commentary page, and I'm out here because our local police need to know that there are still people that stand by them.
So, is this what has inspired you to come out here tonight and march with these counter-protesters?
Absolutely. We want to see the city return to normalcy. And how can we do that if the police aren't allowed to do their job? Don't get me wrong. It was a tragic thing that happened to Devon. It was. No one's denying that. But we can't tear down the whole police department over one tragic event.
On the other side, the protesters say they're advocating for justice, for change. What do you say to that?
Oh, I don't think this city wants the kind of change those people want to bring. They say they're out here for justice, but they're really anarchists. I'm not interested in what they say. Look at their actions. Look what they've been doing to the shops and small businesses up and down Main Street. All the smashed windows. These rioters want to dismantle the institution that has faithfully protected us for years. If the police get defunded and restricted like those lunatics want, how are they supposed to serve and protect? How will they be able to protect us if they can't even protect themselves?
And how would you respond to critiques that we should hold our officers accountable if they make mistakes?
But see, they don't want to hold police officers accountable. They just want to get rid of them. They think all police are bad, but that's just not true. I know plenty of police officers. My cousin is with the force. He's a great officer. My uncle retired with highest recognition. I even know Chief Ramirez from church, and he's a great guy. This city has gone crazy if it thinks we need to get rid of the police. Back the blue. Back the blue.
Thank you for the commentary, Sarah. And speaking of Chief Ramirez, he seems to be coming up to the line of officers with... Yes, I think he has an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Eastwood, if I could.
Let's see if we can get closer.
Everyone, if I could please get your attention.
Where's the mayor at? Show us the mayor.
We don't want to hear from you, pig. Where is Mayor Bigsby?
After much deliberation, the mayor has decided to make his decision tomorrow.
What?
Is this for real? Are you for real right now?
Now please disperse in an orderly...
F the police. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, tell him, Amar.
Please disperse.
Don't disrespect the chief like that, you thugs!
Who you calling thug, white boy?
The two groups seem to have taken their attention off the wall of police and are exchanging words and... bottles. Someone just threw a bottle.
Everyone, please.
Shut up!
Racist pigs. Communists.
Murderers!
Okay, come on. We need to get out of here.
Hold on. Let me just...
Gary!
Okay. All right, I'm coming.
Chief, it's gonna be a riot.
I know. I've got backup coming. Until then, we gotta hold this line, or else who knows what could happen to City Hall.
This way, down the sidewalk, between the cars in the park.
You're criminals!
Racist! Thugs!
Fight me.
Let's...
Enough!
Who? Where did that come from?
Enough, Eastwood!
Hey, look, up there.
What?
Do I have your attention?
Up there, the old church steeple. There's some guy up there. He's waving around a traffic flare.
Who is that?
Someone broke into the church!
I said,
Are you listening, Eastwood? Are you listening? Because I don't think you are. Half of you aren't listening, half of you don't know how to be heard. And all of us are gonna end up destroying each other unless we deal with this.
Who does this guy think he is?
No one! I'm just a guy who's sick of the fighting, who's seen enough hate and distrust in this town to last an eternity. This doesn't have to end in more violence. We're not mindless animals. If any of you want any sort of peace in this city, we're gonna have to all come together and work this out. Starting fights, yelling at each other, ain't the way to do it. If your brother, or your son, or your daughter were killed, wouldn't you want justice for them? Wouldn't you want to see the case investigated? How would you feel if they were killed and everyone assumed they were guilty? These people are hurting. These people are sick and tired of injustices in this city. And it's your responsibility to uphold them, to strengthen them, to fight alongside them. If this cop's actions are wrong, he is a threat and shame to all good cops out there.
There are no good cops.
Yes, there are. There are so many men and women every day that wear that badge to protect and fight for the innocent, to answer the calls that no one else will. That much is true. But when an unarmed man purposefully says he wasn't doing anything wrong and ends up getting 4 shots for a broken taillight, and the officer's not immediately brought in, that is wrong. There can't be liberty and justice for all until all men are treated equally.
So what are you saying then?
I'm saying that I stand for justice, but we're going to have to do it right. If you people want to beat each other to death, then just get it over with. But if you actually want to solve these problems, I'm inviting you to meet me back here on these church steps tomorrow at 6 for a conversation. We're going to actually listen to our neighbors. And then we're going to clean up Main Street. Everyone here, every person under the sound of my voice can make a difference in this city. Can make a difference for the better.
Wow.
Man, who is this guy?
Hey, who are you?
My name is John Mark, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Woo! Mic drop, my man's mic drop. Listen up, Eastwood. I don't know what y'all are smoking right now, but I want some of whatever that guy has. I mean, there everyone was last night, about to start a brawl when out of nowhere, swoop, homeboy pops up on a church steeple like he Moses or some stuff and starts talking. And you know the crazy part? Seems like people actually listen. Right? Right? I can't, y'all. I can't wrap my head around this one. I got so many questions. Nah, forget that. I just got one. Who is John Mark?
Thank you for listening to The Miseducation of John Mark. Episode 1, The Man on the Ledge, was written and directed by Joshua Williams and Michael Salas. It was produced by Evan Carrington and Joshua Williams. Sound design and editing by Joshua Williams. Starring BK Dawson, Jackie Adonis, Cameron Peters, Adrian Justice, Christina Connerton, Vios Soriano, and Trayvon Foster. Additional voices by Matt Smith, Joshua Williams, Joanna Williams, Isaiah Smith, Aaron Vaughn, Michael Salas, Chris Corcolo, Andrew John, Anna Kate Hall, Traywan Coles, Michael Lake, and Jim Brannigan. Music by Cosmic, Noir et Blanc V, Elephant, Christopher Mo Diffelson, Hampus Nasilius, and the John Mark theme was composed by Caleb Childress. The Miseducation of John Mark is a C-Space media production. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review, and share it with a friend, and keep up with the production by signing up for our email list at whoisjohnmark.com, or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/whoisjohnmark. And make sure you tune in for another episode of The Miseducation of John Mark.